guys, so welcome back to another video on the ASMR Zone. So for this video, I'm going to be talking about my entire portfolio as of right now. And I'm going to do one where I talk about the entire portfolio, where I'm going to talk about the entire portfolio. And then I'm going to have one where I talk about the changes in the portfolio. So currently we're down a bit over. The worth is currently about $20,680, and with dividends we've lost a bit more than $1,400 because the dividends are I think like 300 or something. I don't really know, but yeah, we're down quite a bit. So if you don't count the dividends paid out, we're losing quite a bit. So okay. And I don't know if I posted it, but I had my predictions for the stock market. So I'm just gonna go over one of those, not right now, because one of them is having me quite pissed. Okay, so I decided there was this company called the Kongsberg Group. It was worth 225, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna invest it around 225 or like 250, I think it was at the time, or 225. I think 225. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna buy 100 shares of it. And my employer didn't pay me. It paid me 4 months late. So I bought in, and at the price I bought in for it was 325, meaning that it was costing me a lot, like $1,000 more for my position. I bought 79 stocks immediately after I buy it. I knew it was gonna split, so it split to Kongsberg Group and Kongsberg Maritime. I first bought originally 31 shares, but Kongsberg Maritime is now down 42.69% since the split, and Kongsberg Group, since I bought my shares, is down another 9%. Yeah, so it's not going great with those two, but yeah. I bought United Healthcare Group. I own 4 shares to a value of $381 US. I own Telenor for about 10 shares for about $15. $15.5. I own 4 shares of Target to $118.95 US. I own 9 shares of S&P Global for a price per share of $4.20. And for these stocks, I bought United Healthcare for $316.95, Telenor for $15.2, Target for $97.88, S&P Global for $546.83. I have 11 shares in Realty Income for price at 58.69 US, which I bought for 58.69 USD. Now with 62.35. I also bought myself 6 shares of Novo Nordisk for a price of 447 DDK per share, and it's now at 300 DDK per share. I own 2 shares of Microsoft for about 510 per share, or 59.27. It's now worth 410.73. I own 7 shares of McDonald's. I bought for 314.91. It's now sitting at 273.1. I bought 21 shares of Leroy for $4.7, and they're now at $4.3. And yeah, just the Kongsberg I told you about. Kongsberg Maritime was originally valued at 101, and it's now sitting at 58. So yeah, or it was valued at 10.1, and it's now sitting at 5.8. I mean, about 20 shares of Dynex Capital for 13.82 USD, and it's now worth 13.36. I own 8 shares of TMB, which cost me 264, and it's now worth, it cost me 26.4, and it's now worth 28.1. I bought 3 shares of Coca-Cola. It cost me 74.41, it's now sitting at $78. I own 3 shares of Charles Schwab, which cost me 81, and it's now sitting at 87.79. I own 3 shares of Cameco, which cost me 165.96 Canadian. It's now sitting at 163.85 Canadian. I own 4 shares of Amazon, which has gone from 227 USD to 272 USD. I own 13 shares of Alphabet, which has gone from 161.77 to 393.91 USD. So that makes Alphabet up 114.61%. I also own Nordnet Sumo Index, which I have about $304 worth of. Nordnet Global Index, which I have currently $528 worth of. DNB USA Index, which I have about $600 worth of, and DNB Technology A Index, which I have about $734 worth of. The last one being up 22.38%. The first one being up or being down 0.06%. The second one 5.65 up in percent, and USA Index 1.27. So that's the current thing. We've removed basically every oil stock and many energy stocks in the company. So yeah, that's about it, and see you in the next video.